Okay, so we went off on, this is going to be part 3. We went off on First Kings. We found out about where his wisdom come from. And so we did a little sidetrack there. So now we're going to get back on. So now we know where his wisdom and all this stuff came from, and he's learning to find the Holy Spirit, and that's our balance here, too, you guys. And that's how we keep happy under the sun. So we're going to keep on learning about this stuff and keep on reading. And he talked about all the works of his hand. We read that. Okay, verse 12 of chapter 2, Ecclesiastes. And I turn myself to behold wisdom and madness and folly, that which can the man do that cometh after the king, even that which has already been done. See, because God said there'll be none like it after you, remember? Then I saw wisdom excel folly, as far as light excelleth darkness. The wise man's eyes are in his head, but the fool walketh in darkness. And I myself perceive also that one event happened to them all, that we all die in the flesh, you guys. We rise above, and we know that when we mess up, we learn. And we be wise, we love God, and we look forward to God, we look to God. He's the direction. The Spirit is our guide. Verse 15, And I said in my heart, as it happeneth to a fool, so it happeneth even to me. See, it happens to all, guys. And why was I then more wise? Because we all have the same effect without the Holy Spirit, you guys. It's emptiness and vanity. And I said in my heart that this also is vanity. Because he loved God, you guys. He came out of it. For there is no remembrance of the wise more than of a fool forever, seeing that which now is in the days to come shall be forgotten. See, that all he had in that kingdom and everything, he was going to have to give it up one day. And then did he have? The eternity. He had to look forward to that stuff. So there comes a part in a time in people's lives also when they have to realize that when you stop living totally for this world and you realize, oh no, there is something after this life. And some people haven't come to that yet, you know. It's real easy to do. Look, he had everything, so he was comfortable. But everyone that God takes on a different path, you guys. He knows what we did in the first earth age, and he knows what we did here and what's been done to us. So that's the beauty of God, that he molds and guides. And it's like the wind thing, and you don't know which way you're kind of going or coming. I mean, we got direction, but I'm saying in the sense of God helping you. He's sweeping right along with you, carrying you. Just love him. And that's the beauty of the Ecclesiastes here. At 17, therefore I hated life, because the work that is wrought under the sun is grievous unto me, for all its vanity and vexation of spirit. The more you learn, the harder it was, and the power hunger thing, and everyone giving everything to you. You become lazy and slothful, and it's just, it was a very big curse, and he saw it, and he was trapped, and there was no end in sight, not feeling the Holy Spirit. Verse 18, yeah, I hated all my labor which I had taken up under the sun, because I should leave it unto the man that shall be after me. It's like giving a curse. It wasn't that he cared about all this stuff, you guys. It was like giving him a curse. He says, oh man, I got all this stuff and it's going to someone. Everything that in my trauma, will this guy be able to find God? Will he be able to find the Holy Spirit and make it out? What will the next man do? And that's what he was saying. Verse 19, and who knoweth whether he shall be a wise man or a fool, yet shall he have rule over all my labor, wherein I have labored, and wherein I have showed myself wise under the sun. This is also vanity. Wise to man, and to labor not with God. See, it becomes a curse, you guys, and then it keeps rising generation after generation. See, it was easier for that person, so it's going to be easier for the one to take the throne and more knowledge And then knowledge increases on all things, and just like a building of all things, and it's a constant increase, you guys, and it's like, when does it stop? Therefore I went about to cause my heart to despair of all the labor which I took under the sun. For there is a man who laboureth is in wisdom and in knowledge and in equality, yet to a man that has not laboured therein shall he leave it for his portion. This also is vanity and great evil. So it's dependent on, you know what I mean, you guys. That's why we need this spirit. We need this balance, because even in all our labor, all our wisdom and our knowledge, and when it's just, slothfulness is very easy to do. And that's just like in the Bible and reading, and we listen to everybody, and we go through everything, you know. But it's gotten to the point out there where people are grabbing for anything, you guys, and like that's what happened with the churches, and that's why so many people are on false flyaway doctrines and different things out there, because it's slothfulness, and then they're all following one person or one belief system, you know what I mean? That flyaway, we don't got to go through the tribulation and all that stuff when it's already right in front of their eyes, you guys. Verse 21, for there is a man who laboureth is wisdom and knowledge and the equality. That's what we read. 22, for what has man of all his labour and his vexations of his heart, wherein his heart laboured under the sun? What's he got to show for it without God? Anything? Any profit? Any happiness? True happiness? 23, for all his days are sorrows, and his travail grief, yea, and heart taketh not rest in the night. This is also vanity. There is nothing better for a man than that he should eat and drink, and that he should make his soul enjoy good in his labors, to worship God in spirit everywhere, guys, no matter what we're doing, to put him into thoughts, to say, hey God, is this good? Can you help me not take this too far? Whatever the case is. This also I saw that it was from the hand of God, from the above, you guys, to carry God with you in all things. It was about doing this and being all holy and reading all this and that. It was about finding the Spirit, and the Spirit leads you. If you need a whole bunch of religious stuff this way, God's going to take you and get you that, and the Spirit's going to lead you that way. If you need some relaxation where you don't need any of that for a while, God's going to lead you off and enjoy some things in the world. If you don't need that and you need some discipline, God's going to give you some discipline in whatever form. And that is the beauty of God. That is the beauty of Christ, you guys. That God said that when Christ was on earth, he said you could worship in spirit everywhere as God intended. And that's what we need to be doing. And, you know, he had all that wisdom and all that beauty and glory, and he finally found it. Verse 25. For who can eat, or who else can hasten unto more than I? For God giveth to a man that is good in his sight wisdom and knowledge and joy, but to a sinner he has given travail, to gather and to heap up. And he may give to him that is good before God. This also is vanity and vexation of spirit. Use your flesh, you guys, to help others, and we raise up to that higher level. See, and what it's talking about here, for God giveth to a man that is good in his sight wisdom and knowledge and joy, but to a sinner he gives travail. Labor, he's got to bring them up and mold them. See, everyone's got a different past, and what it meant as a sinner, usually, guys, it's habitual. But just like we all got habits, so you know those are sins. So I mean, he'll lead us to get us out of them, and he'll use different things in different ways. And you know, travail, labor pains in stages, nothing more than you can handle, and he'll bring us out. Thanks for listening, guys, and we'll keep going on this. That was the end of chapter 2. We're headed towards chapter 3 of Ecclesiastes on the next one. Thanks. Bye.